Howdy, it's Matt here and welcome to the mess of a desk. Now, this video is about the WingWing Z-84. Just want to say a massive hat tip to Andrew Newton for introducing me to this plane. Now, what I'm going to do, because I love this plane so much and it only costs 30 quid, it's crazily cheap. It is underneath this video. I've put a link to Andrew Newton's build video for this WingWing. And there's only one thing which you can screw up with this video, with this plane, is that when you build her, make sure you put loads and loads of glue around the motor mount, because as you'll see in Andrew's video, it blows off. And again, this one was in a really hefty crash a short while ago, and the motor mount did come off, even with the amount of glue which I stuck onto it. Anyway, on to the point of this video. The WingWing Z-84 is an absolutely amazing plane. It's the Jacqueline Hyde of model aircraft. It means you can absolutely rag her, go crazily fast, do untold or unlimited vertical, unlimited spins. The second you take your finger off the throttle, she just glides forever. And today, when Andrew and Craig said, yesterday when he said, do you want to go slope soaring on the weekend? I was like, absolutely. I'm going to take the Texumo because logic would dictate it would be pretty good at slope soaring. Turns out it's utter rubbish. As if you check on the channel, you'll see me flying it into a tree. It's horrific. And the bonsais, they're alright. Bit of a handful in the wind conditions. But this little thing, and with a stabilizer, which I'll show you what it does and how it works in a few seconds, was flawless. It was such a brilliant flying experience. Now, on to a quick note about the stabilizer. You could view this as cheating. In fact, if you're old and grey, you probably sniff at stabilizers as being cheating. I see them as technological aids and allow either beginners or tricky models such as the WingWing, which when it's flying fast, it's very stable. You can do anything you want with it. And like I said, it will bank, it will roll, it will fly inverted to the cows come home. But the model like this is that when you're slope soaring, it twitches like this. In fact, let me just turn it around so you can see it. It will do that in the air all day long, which is not that great on a slope, because if you don't get a nose heavy enough, it will just dip a wing and then plummet towards the ground. So what I've been and done with mine, I'm going to pick the camera up so you really will see what state my desk is in, is if I just remove that cap off and bring this around. So let me just introduce you to this model. Is number one, we've got a D2826 2200 kV motor on the back, with a 6x4 prop, with a 30 amp ESC. That's what I called the powerhouse on this one, and that's what makes this model so fast. I've got the trusty D4R2 receiver in here, and you'll also see this little lump, this orange lump in there. Now you can pick these stabilizers up off HobbyKing for about 14 quid. And today I learned that it completely transformed this model. It took it from something which was extremely wild, and it tamed the beast, because the WingWing, while it glides forever, it's always has been a handful. And to give you an idea, with the Texumo, I've put a stabilizer on top of that one just to make it into kind of like a stable FPV platform, and it's not really working out. What has worked out is this, and this little device here enables the plane to stay straight and true. It's very, very simple. You just literally take your wires out of your receiver, plug them into your stabilizer, and then you take your two servo leads and take them off to the elevons at the back. There's plenty of other videos which will show you how to set it up, but it's really that simple. You just jam a couple of leads in there. The only thing which you might not have in your arsenal is a couple of male-to-male servo extension leads. But that aside, it really has transformed this aircraft. Now, to make my point for the rest of this video, what we're going to go and do, or what we're going to go and see, is this WingWing flying on the slope, and you could fly for hours. Now watch how much battery I used while flying this model on the slope. I couldn't believe it. Normally I take a bag, in fact let me go and get it a sec. Normally I take a bag this big full of 1.3 3S batteries to the flight line with me, just to fly the WingWing and the Bonsai and a couple of the other models. Today I used one battery in this model, and you won't believe what the percentage was after we finished slope soaring. I was absolutely blown away. So the WingWing Z-84 as a slope flyer without a stabilizer, a really big handful. I mean, like, you need to be like super experienced, but stick a stabilizer in it, and a novice like me and you can fly it all day long. Anyway, that's enough of me chatting. Let's get to the slope soaring, and I really did have good fun. It's only a couple of minutes of flight time, but I flew this thing for hours. It was brilliant fun. So with that said, let's go to the video.
Whoa, and off you go. Come on. Yeah. Alright, about 2 foot, I think. No, about 6 foot. Try it again. Dippy wings he was without it. Just getting on that grass. Wow.
Right, we've just been and landed, and the time is 10 to 8. What time did we get here, Andrew?
Well, we parked up, we met each other just before 4, wasn't it, in the end?
About 4, so
About 4:30 on the slope, we only about half past 4.
so about 3 hours worth?
Yeah, yeah.
Right, let's unplug that battery.
Telemetry lost.
But it's getting more unpleasant.
Yeah, it's getting a bit ugly now. Let's plug her in.
How much we've got left?
And how much have we got left? 67%. And that's the only battery
Yeah.
I put in it today.
Yeah.
Nuts.